Hey everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Lilbumblebear's Let's Play. I'm Kristen and we are here with more Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. This is case number 5, the Kew Gardens Drama. I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Are you enjoying the series? And of course, subscribe for more awesome gameplays. Check out the playlist in the description box. See the previous cases in this game. There have been 4 others, and there have been a couple other previous Sherlock Holmes games entirely. So yeah, go check those out. And we have a Discord that you're welcome to join. This is being streamed live in the Discord for a bunch of wonderful people here. Hey guys. But yeah, be sure to join with the invite link in the description box. And I have Twitter and Instagram if you want to follow those as well. I am joined tonight with my amazing co-hosts, Sunny and Vic. Hello, you guys.
Hello, Kristen, and hello, YouTube.
Hello.
How are you guys doing? Are you excited for the Kew Gardens drama?
No.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's your opinion. What do you expect from the Kew Gardens? Kew is such a weird word. What do you expect from the Kew Gardens drama?
Absolutely nothing related to drama or gardens.
Oh, okay. I'm expecting a lot of coup. How about you, Vic?
I'm expecting to see some nice gardens and a lot of drama.
Yes! There we go!
Sure.
All right, let's begin. Oh, yes, flies.
Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
My Discord,
I increased the
hello.
temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew. I'm helping a minister who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
No, I want to walk around in these bees. Oh my goodness.
Just got a bunch of bees put into. You got an entire beehive put into his house.
Oh my goodness. I wonder which one's Rosie. Here, Rosie. Rosie, which one are you? Hello. Oh, here's Toby. Hi, Toby.
Oh dear, Toby. I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent.
No, wow.
What?
Toby destroyed Watson's book.
Yeah. Please do not have the woman with the... Yeah. Okay.
That's just what Sherlock Holmes likes to look at, likes to peep.
Yeah. I think Sherlock Holmes needs to go to church. Rosie B. Now that's a cute. I like that. That's a cute little nickname.
Dear Holmes. Oh wait, I think this is the woman from the last one, actually.
Dear Mr. Holmes, I have finally found the courage to write you a letter. I can scarcely find the words to express my gratitude for your kindness. On that terrible day I believed my life to be ruined, but at the same time I realized there to be one person in the world who truly loved me and who I loved in return. His name we both know. He is Captain John Crocker, formerly Mr. John Crocker of Betty Crocker Incorporated. His love has given me true reason to live, even if we cannot be together in the end. None of this could have happened without you, Mr. Holmes. Yours sincerely, Mary Brackenstall.
Ain't that just grand?
Yes, that is absolutely grand.
A colossal scandal in our society. A well-known and remarkable archaeologist, the pride of our nation, Sir Rodney Bentcliffe, has been found murdered. The time
What?
took place.
What did you say?
Murdered.
Oh yes, found. There we go.
The crime took place at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane, the location of the archaeologist's most recent research. But what is most truly shocking is that the murder of Sir Rodney was at the hand of his former
Oh.
friend and partner, Percival Blinkhorn. A death sentence is the only possible punishment for this breed of villain.
Okay.
This is where I keep my post.
Ah, I love all these bees just
A map
fluttering
of
around.
London and the surrounding area. It could be useful.
And when she talks about that, she's actually referring to activity in the
Let's go to these gardens. Oh, what a
Well,
beautiful
Holmes,
garden.
here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's no doubt that this place is beautiful. But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Ooh, well, let's leave. No, I'm kidding.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favor for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martyn Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do. Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people work here?
Only myself, but occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
A bit.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants were exhibited.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunne, he died here just 2 days ago.
Oh.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house.
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack, just like that, so suddenly. It was terrible. Excuse me, gentlemen, but I cannot remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
Okay, so plants were stolen and the director died here.
The plants were here. All of them were stolen.
What, Sonny?
I said yes of a heart attack.
Oh.
Do not touch.
I'm gonna touch it. See this helium balloon that's stuck in the balloon in my voice type bitch. Listen,
What?
what would you do one day? What if you do it one day?
According to
I showed up
Albert,
to the-
this is where his father, Montague Dunne, was found dead.
His father died. That was that boy's father.
What would you do if I showed up to the recordings with the helium balloon and I sucked in helium to my voice high pitched for the recordings?
I would mute you.
Ah.
I'd say,
These boot marks
Vic,
are
Rosie,
fresh. It
you're
appears
it
as though
tonight.
Someone was dragging their feet.
Awesome.
The traces are thinner in some places. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here.
did you not hear the question that Sonny just posed me?
Fragments of a flower pot. It fell down here.
Just say that you support my choices.
Oh, Sonny said if he showed up to the recordings with helium to do the co-hosting, what would I do? And I said I'd mute him and just say that Vic and Rosie are doing the co-hosting tonight and Sonny takes a break. That's what that was about.
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground. This pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves and was misplaced. The door was smashed at shoulder height. This door handle is new. It was recently changed. The esconsson was breached near the handle. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection.
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it. Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash.
What
Most
if that
likely a head
was
wound. All the clues around here are quite suspicious.
how the man died?
I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
Do you think maybe it wasn't a heart attack after all, but murder?
Or he collapsed from the heart attack. There he killed something else too.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunne damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked. Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder? I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection.
You keep saying that. I'm aware. I still want to look around, darling.
But don't.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
Wonderful.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Whatever.
Search So, this room is not the colonial collection, I'm guessing.
No.
No. Okay. This is a very beautiful area for a mystery, though. I like the whole garden theme already.
I hate it.
Wow, okay.
Very strange. Half of the colonial collection is absent. The smell is strong. It is a detergent. This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture. This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system. According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Well, Danny, you could say this is mysteriously beautiful, don't you think? It's beautiful and mysterious at the same time.
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire. These windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
Okay, we've already got some things we can. Oh, just two.
That is indeed deduction.
Are you reading it?
Oh. Empty colonial collection. Someone cleaned and emptied out only a part of the colonial collection. This is suspicious. Perhaps it was intended to conceal certain evidence. Dunne was trapped. Montague Dunne was trapped in the colonial collection. He forced the door and died in the water lily green.
You know, I'm gonna say something I could be wrong, but this is how my brain works. What if he was in that room doing something and the ventilation released some kind of gas that could create a heart attack, and he was trying to get out because he couldn't breathe, so that's why he was forcing himself out of that room so hard. And then he... I don't know. I'm just thinking.
On an autopsy on Montague Dunne. The death is suspicious. Why had he forced the door of the colonial collection? Why had someone cleaned and emptied the room? Was it a trap? Or simply an accident?
I know this sounds weird. I think someone trapped him in the room and killed him in there. Because, look, what if something came out of this grate, right here, and he was standing right here, right? With this weird, and something was happening where they cleaned it with detergent. And he's like, I can't breathe, I'm having a heart attack, and then through here. And then right there. As everyone just stares at me in silence. Okay, never mind. We'll just...
No, it's very plausible.
That's possible. Now for an autopsy.
Oh, you didn't want to go and check the archives for the stone plants?
Honestly, we can do that.
Okay. Sounds plausible to me. See? My dear sissy agrees.
I did say it does sound plausible.
Of course, of
Oh, yeah,
course.
said that too.
Okay. Good. I don't know why Danny removed all my wallpaper, though. I don't like that. Better put that back.
He's rude. This is the dark zone plants.
No. Newspapers, doubt it. Encyclopedias. No. 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 Botany. Exotic plants.
These plants have certain toxicity in common, more or less variable. Dionea carnivores, Parlina Inebriar, Florum diabolica, Prunus serotina, Florum horomolare, Odorata, Helianthorus tepuis, Biblis, Olenisia falcea, Darlingtonia, Tractocus cephaloptus. Only of the first three can be dangerous to humans, particularly Florum diabolica, but only under heavy specific conditions. Very specific conditions, sorry. The plant should react to a process of aggression, against which it will issue deadly spores.
So what if he was poisoned by a plant when he was trapped in that room?
Toby.
Here it is.
Now, everyone, I hope you will all join me in my wonderful sing-along song entitled Let's All Go to the Morgue. Do 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 do.
I
Let's
asked
all
Inspector
go to the-
Lestrade
Oh.
to take Montague Dunne's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
Let's all go to the morgue.
morgue.
Let's all go to
Let's
the
go to the
morgue.
morgue.
Let's
Let's
all
all
go
go
to
to
the morgue to see what we'll find.
was
Hopefully
gonna
no
say-
naked behind. Or I'll have
I was
to
gonna
crop
say
it.
to see a mangled body.
I think see what we find, hopefully not to find a naked behind is much more appropriate, but okay. Let's all go to the... Ugh. You know, I don't really want to be here anymore. I'll see y'all later. Cut the video, cut the footage, cut it right now. It's over. Bye-bye, everyone. Leave the stream. Oh. Alright, let's go. Ugh.
First of all, let us carry out an external examination.
Okay.
There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse. The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal. The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma. There are no suspicious marks upon the chest. Let us finish our external examination so that we can proceed with the autopsy.
Okay, well, so far we see his eyes are normal. He has a bit of a floral scent by his nose and mouth, which means he breathed in something floral by his face.
Nothing suspicious here. No redness, stings, or bruises. Now, let us examine the internal organs.
Here it comes.
No, no.
Yeah.
Let's all go to the morgue. Let's all go to the morgue. Ah!
Let's all go to the morgue and see some organs.
I apologize for my outburst yell, everyone. I'm holding a lung. I'm holding a lung. I'm holding a lung. I don't like this very much.
The lungs
so
are
you guys know.
congested and edematous.
Yes?
Just so you guys know, this proves that Kristen cannot make it in the medical field.
I don't want to hold a lung.
The tissue on the inferior lobe of the right lung is damaged, most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
Okay, his lungs gotta.
How's the
holding
heart?
a-
The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs.
Just grabbing someone's heart, y'all.
Hey, he's dead. Don't need it.
The heart tissue shows no visible pathological signs.
Hey, Kristen, you stole his heart.
That's lovely.
The liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
Oh, naughty, naughty, naughty.
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs.
Your
Every
stomach.
single
Oh.
Yeah.
The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs. There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly. Only
Okay.
a short while before his death.
You're making me a little nauseous here. Okay, I
Alright,
was gonna freak out if I had to pick up some
Suspicions have been
intestines.
substantiated. Montague Dunne, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
Told you.
You mean
Yes, it is murder.
we should inform Lestrade?
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martyn Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunne.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No, a few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice, as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
I agree. I'd like to get
Even
out of
those
here.
in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunne.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
May I please go now? Go. Oh, let's all go to the mall. All right, so
Theft and murder. Killers may be those who stole the exotic plants from the species on the last exhibition at Kew Gardens.
Dunne was trapped in poisoning. Ah, see?
And was poisoned after being trapped in the collection room by the killer. Montague Dunne was affected by vegetable poison.
See? Had a feeling it was gonna be something like that. Deadly plant stolen, poisoning. No. Alright. Let's all go to the mall.
More. Let's all go to the mall. Let's all go to the mall. And open our cadaver.
I wanna get away. I wanna get away. I'm gonna get in a getaway car with Sonny, Vic, Rosie, and Danny. And Captain 2. Oh, okay, I think we have to go back to the garden. Right? There wasn't any suspects to interrogate here, were there? I don't think
No,
so.
because they'd be all at the gardens.
Yeah. You know what though? Yes, absolutely. Let's all go to the movies instead of the
Director's office,
morgue.
cloakroom, and laboratory.
I'm all for that. Let's go.
Reserve. Nursery. Colonial collection. Water lily greenhouse. Palm house. Seed house. Ventilation system. Dry tropics.
Remember, everyone, if you bite it and you die, it's poisonous. If it bites you and you die, it's venomous. I like that. That is very smart. Wow, really?
Yeah.
Well, Space Bee didn't seem that impressed.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, oh, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
Oh.
Oh, we need to do a character profile on you. Let's take a look at you. Oh, you have double monocles, so you're very, very fancy. Quite. Sonny approves.
The collar's dirty.
Ah, very dirty. He has gardener's hands. And he's unmarried because he's dirty. Duh.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunne, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
As deputy director, how was your relationship with Montague Dunne?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression, great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunne led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say? He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That
And?
He had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
Oh.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
He said insectivorous, we didn't change him about poisons.
Okay. Very well. Let us look around, shall we? I'm going to walk around the garden. This is beautiful. Quite beautiful. Anything over here? No, just a tree.
Just a tree?
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Hi, dude.
Nope, we're here to spy on you. We'll talk to you in a second. Just looking around. Okay, nothing really much to look at here. Character profile on you. I thought we already did one. I guess we didn't. Red eyes, wept recently, consumed with grief or guilt. Shaving cut. Cut himself shaving. And he's got clean hands. So he doesn't do a lot of gardening.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across from the large glass house.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only, for I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah. At the moment, I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
I imagine that your relationship with your father may have been a strained one.
Yes. I cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens, and I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Would you please tell us about Martyn Hamish, the Deputy Director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed? Well, that is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences. He was convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. But my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
What have we picked up? No, nothing there. Okay.
So, are the deadly plants stolen, taken?
Nothing
The
fits
other thing?
yet.
Are you sure? Because we had a deduction of it.
I just
Deadly
clicked.
plants. No, well, okay, but deadly plants stolen poison don't fit.
No,
No.
we'd already
okay.
tried that.
Huh.
I think this is the palm garden.
The palm garden.
You know, that would have been funny yesterday, but that's not funny today.
Would have been funny yesterday. Don't get it.
I'll message you. Okay, so we made it back here. Where the murder was. But we already looked thoroughly through this place, right? We didn't have to look in here again, did we? Doubt it. Yeah, no. We already looked at everything we could find here. So let's see if we can go through these doors now. Okay, I think I see a lady over there.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Oh no, that was just a sack of something.
Water
Wow, my
in the
vision's
greenhouse.
terrible. Thought I saw a person.
You're angry bastards.
I am. I quickly glanced and I thought there was like a lady kneeling over there, but no, it's just a
According
sack.
to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building. Dry tropics.
Oh look, it's Arizona.
Yep. Mojave Desert. Calamity would just fit in right here.
I know.
These flower pots
She
are
would.
beautiful. They are intended to be used for exhibition purposes. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Well, we're getting a nice little tour here. Ah, oh,
There is a smell of
Whoa.
burning.
what's going on over there?
Oh. What is this?
Gas
A
mask.
protective mask. Someone set it alight, but it did not burn. The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned. A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire?
Just like the,
The
one
door
that was
handle to the
replaced.
Colonial Collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
Oh, maybe they're trying to burn because there's
A
fingerprints on it.
broom handle was half burned. The remains of a picture frame.
Is there something else? Oh. What's that?
Broken box.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
There's a symbol.
Yeah, there was a symbol on it.
Good for me, I've seen.
See? I have to search the archives for it. I have to search the archives for a couple things. Okay, so there's a suspicious fire going on over there. Oh, there's a lady.
Look, Holmes, this charming lady must be Miss White. She's entering the seed house.
You would think with the name like Miss White, she'd be wearing some white.
Yes, and wouldn't she be found in the kitchen with a revolver or a wrench or something?
Hmm.
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings. A water tank. Open.
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 That's how he opens doors.
Cool.
He just yells at them, and they listen.
A book about ships. Nothing at all to do with plants. These leather gloves are new and of good quality. They do not appear to have been used. Materials for college study. They belong to Albert. This place serves as Albert's office. From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Okay, so we're just opening windows to see what we can see.
Yep.
Excuse me. Okay, we should talk to Miss White.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir, and good day to you too. But
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John Watson. This is my good friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Let's do a character profile on this lovely lady. Expensive perfume. Oh, pink marks. Poor family. Oh, she's got some nutrition problems. And she is unmarried.
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunne. That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunne?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So, someone is lying. It is obvious.
Yes, quite. Someone is lying. But who? I'm not quite sure. I should inspect the staff buildings. How are you doing, Sunny?
Good.
Good?
Locked.
Okay.
Nursery.
Well, where is the staff building?
Some.
That's the exit. I am here. Well then. Excuse me. It's the seed house. I've already been through this way. I guess I have to... Wait a second, what is this? Hold up.
Open.
That is locked.
Locked.
Yeah, that's right, okay. So we'll go through, excuse me, this door. see, what is this place?
Locked.
Okay, so I can't go into the nursery at all through either side. It's locked.
Locked.
Oh,
Locked.
it's all locked. It's terrible. I can't get into any of these rooms.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunne's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before. And now all of a sudden he's trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
That's weird. His father dies and now he wants all the keys?
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work, and his father well knew it. He was furious about it.
He was?
Oh yes, he forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunne had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunne interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunne. And he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
What do you think, Vic?
Do we have any leads?
Well, I think we need to go and try to get some keys. Possibly, because we're trying to go into these places and it keeps saying locked. And he just said that the son has the keys. So I think we need to go and retrieve those keys. Ah, see?
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Does this mean I can now go into the nursery?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Locked.
Okay, now I can go in the office. Ah, where have we seen champagne recently?
French wine. A remarkable vintage.
Could that be from a previous case we just did?
Champagne.
Yes.
Montague Dunne had good taste.
My dearest Margaret, following our last conversation, I believe it might be better if you vacate your position here at Kew Gardens. As you pointed out quite bluntly, you are no longer in need of my support. You are quite able to stand up for yourself in this world, as you say. Well, I give you back your freedom, and wish you nothing but good luck. Montague Dunne.
Oh, that's interesting. Wonder what happened there.
Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
New plant species. The Kew Gardens team are pleased to announce the successful production of a new variety of barley, one that retains a complete resistance to the cold. They have named it the Siberian barley. Mr. Martyn Hamish, the proud cultivator of the graft, will hold a press conference next Monday morning upon this very subject.
A photograph of Montague Dunne and Reynold Hamish.
Oh, a safe. Oh. Hold on. Ah, okay. Three. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just out of curiosity. Could it be 1, 2, 3, 4? Oh, okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go.
My dear friend, please allow me to express my disappointment upon reading your last letter. I am paying you to defend me, not accuse me. Kew Gardens is a royal institution. We are granted the great opportunity to travel the world and to save the most extraordinary species and rare species of extraordinary precious and rare species of plant. Our duty is to protect such species and from those who might wish to use them for a dubious purpose. This Divine Syndicate of whom you speak have no right to hold such precious plants. I remember the case of June 14th, 1899. So I must respectfully ask you once again to notarize the permissions of these plants on behalf of Kew Gardens. The documents were sent to you on Monday. P.S. See you in Boodles on Tuesday, as always. Montague Dunne.
Boodles.
Bar.
Probably.
Mr. Dunne, we must ask you for the last time to return for the return of our dear sisters. You do not have any right to hold them in prison. They do not belong to you. Your so-called permissions are wholly false. You are hiding behind lies. A lie, meaning now elaborate, was that was reported in the press as the case of June 14th, 1899. What you have done is quite abhorrent. Be very sure that we shall never abandon our family members. We trusted you, and we regret having done so. The Divine Syndicate.
Well, what's that all about?
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
Debt of Miss Margaret White to Mr. Montague Dunne. Rental of a suite of rooms on Oxford Street, an educational scholarship at the university. Credits opened at Hamilton, Radigan House Tailors, and at Baird and Sons Luxury Jewels.
Interesting. Very interesting. We have quite some searching to do in our archives, but I think we've thoroughly investigated this room. So let's keep looking around then.
Mr. Monty's office.
Locked.
Not anymore. Sorry, something glowing?
Laboratory table. Turn. Turn.
There was a bottle here. It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Gold dust? Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to chemical attacks, so it may be a valuable auxiliary for various experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent. We need a good nose.
Let me guess. We're gonna have to get Toby. Yeah.
Oh.
We're gonna have to
This
get
is a
Toby.
table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes. A phonograph used for voice recording. Remarkable.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory. I don't hear anything.
Well, I need to place it in. Use cylinder. Hold on, where was that? I saw it pop up. There.
And it seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants to respond to their environment and have a form of consciousness. Margaret White, February 1895. Report number 245.
Study report.
Martyn Hamish's perception of plants. The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martyn Hamish.
Maybe there's something else we'll have to find later on.
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments. A botany book. This student's book belongs to Albert.
Some equipment, sinister.
Yeah.
It appears as though the protective equipment is missing from here.
They tried to burn it, remember?
Gloves, waterproof aprons, everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous plants here?
Such masks are generally worn when dealing with toxic chemicals.
We looked around this table. And
Locked.
Holmes, Albert Dunne didn't give us the key to this door.
It does not matter. We will open it.
ooh. Lock picking. Oh. No, that seems to... Huh, doesn't like it? Do I need to have the arrows showing or something? Well, I remember I'd always do the line like this, so maybe I'm doing it wrong. Oh well.
Open.
Open.
Just yell open. That's okay.
Miss White's locker.
Alright, let's look around in here. She has a hat. A
A draft
request
of the
letter.
letter that Miss White sent to her parents.
Dear Mother and Father, I'm writing this letter with reluctance to ask for your help. My studies and my housing costs have proven to be more expensive than I had anticipated. I fear, therefore, that I may not be able to manage in the long term. I know that we have had our disagreements in the past, but would you be so heartless as to allow your daughter to fail her studies due to lack of money? Margaret.
Apparently, Miss White is a capable student.
Ooh.
These jewels must be worth a small fortune. A vanity purse. It is of high quality.
Okay. Father's reply.
Father's reply. Margaret, we were surprised to receive your letter. How could you think to ask us for money after all these years they have passed since you left, and without any thought of us? You have never shared with us any detail of your success at the university, but you choose to do so now? We suppose you must be ashamed of us. We were not from the same high class as your new friends. Yes, we are modest people, but you should learn to put your family first as we at home have always done. And none of us ever compromise your reputation, as it appears you have already with your employer, Mr. Dunne. No, Margaret, it is you who makes us feel ashamed, your parents.
Okay. Very nice. But very sad. I mean, good reading, but sad reply.
Dear Margaret, I know how your financial troubles are overwhelming you at this present time. Please let me reassure you that I could not permit you to remain in such a dilemma. I was born of a wealthy family. I would consider it an honor if you might accept my help. Your devoted servant. Oh, that's Albert. Huh. Albert.
Okay. That's the son, right?
Yeah. It was the first guy. Or the father.
Martyn Hamish's locker.
Glasses, dude.
Martyn Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting.
Mr. General Secretary, recent events unfolding at Kew Gardens obliged me to renew my application for the management position. I have stated already in my previous letters, I believe that no one is better suited for the post. While Mr. Montague Dunne was alive, I understood your reservation to my suggestion. Reasons were political, and I was happy to comply. But now that Kew Gardens lie in disorder, how can I stand by and allow it? How can I leave them in the hands of inexperienced people with no motivation? I must urge you to cast your decision as a matter of urgency, so I may devote myself entirely to the noble task ahead, and free my mind from this uncertainty.
Okie dokie. Thank you, Rosie. I'll talk to you later.
A review on rare and exotic plants. Martyn Hamish has written several pieces. Father and I, Kew Gardens. Albert's locker.
Who's having an appreciation?
Specialist
Shit.
articles on shipyards and ship construction. Albert Dunne has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea. A rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
Royal Navy School of NCO's Recruitment Center, London. Sir, it is my regret to inform you that despite your excellent results within our entry examinations, we are unable to invite you into the Royal Navy School. Your father, Mr. Montague Dunne, has expressed his intention to entrust you the directorship of the Royal Botanical Gardens in Kew. And it is clear that he would not release you for an entire year of naval training. Please accept all our best wishes for your future at Kew Gardens. Yours very faithfully, J.M. Martyn, Director of the Royal Navy Training Center.
All right. So, what do you think of that? He
So,
was denied.
Rather be involved with the Navy.
Yeah, than here. We'll definitely have to ask him about that. Was that all here? Oh, there's a T. See, there's a T. Oh.
A picture of Miss White and Albert in front of the University of London.
And they seem to get along.
Oh, do you think he cares for her?
Possibly.
Possibly.
Possible.
Possibly.
Possible.
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 Vic's like, what the heck?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Locked.
No.
Well, for the nurseries, I'm not finding any children here. No, I'm kidding. Whose office was this? I bet it was the main man. With all these degrees and everything.
A glasses case. It is empty. A thesis written by Martyn Hamish.
Oh, is this Martyn
area serves
Hamish's?
as Martyn Hamish's office.
Yes. Of course.
Real.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
What if he did it? He can see from here. Ooh.
This poster is for an exhibition that Martyn Hamish was directing. But it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens. This certificate belongs to Martyn Hamish. He won a horticultural competition. These young plants must be delicate if they are kept in the nursery.
Let's take a look here. Use Toby. Find out. Find. Okay, so we have some questions to ask. Some research to do. So let's run! Let's ask you something.
Hello, Seymour.
Mr. Hamish, was someone from your family connected with Kew Gardens?
Family? No. I'm the only one with a passion for botany.
Alright, let's let Vic have this one.
Alright. Photograph with father.
You got
I
it.
do not think so.
Nice.
This photograph of you and your father at Kew Gardens suggests the opposite.
But you have no right to.
Do tell us more about your father.
He was, indeed, the greatest botanist of his time in the British Empire. He worked together with Montague Dunne until the end of his life. He brought me in at the age of 12.
Did he get on well with Mr. Dunne?
No, I couldn't say that. They expanded Kew Gardens together, that was all. And it was all my father's work, for Dunne always lived the high life.
So Mr. Dunne was not helping your father?
Ooh,
Oh,
motive?
yes, he provided the financial support. And as far as he was concerned, that fulfilled his role. But the worst of it was, he declared himself as the master of Kew Gardens. Fame meant nothing to my father. So it was easy for Mr. Dunne to take all the credit.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
We should maybe go talk to Albert.
Albert. Albert.
I perceive that you are passionate about the Royal Navy.
Passionate? No, not really. I like ships, that is all.
Are you quite sure? You do not seem to be so interested in plants.
It's difficult, that's all. My future is here. It has never been about anything else.
Alright, Sonny, your turn.
So it's fragment from a statue burning far across the number of keys to Kew Gardens. Albert's hopes.
And yet I know that the Royal Naval College rejected your application.
Ah, you truly are as clever as they say. Yes, that's correct. And in fact, my father was strongly against the idea. He did his best to ruin my plans, although I almost did succeed. But my dreams were shattered, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Now, last thing before we look at our new deductions we can make, I want to go see if we can ask Miss White anything. Maybe about her parents not wanting to help her with her debts.
Locked.
Oh. Hey, I found another room.
Yeah, different nursery.
I thought we were just in the nursery. That wasn't... Oh.
The different nursery.
The seeds of plant species are stored here.
Out of my way, good man. What was the point in locking up this room? There's nothing to look at.
Yet.
Yet?
No. What is on there? I don't know.
Oh.
Or maybe stay here.
Ooh, maybe the marble we have is broken from this.
Yes, it does look like this. Never mind. It's not sure.
It is a bust of Montague Dunne.
Down in the garbage.
I am curious if the marble that we found will fit this place. The marble fragment that we found in the Colonial Collection Room is what they have in common.
So what was that used for, pray tell? Tell, pray. And this was the room. Where is that Mrs. White at? Well.
Poor Mr. Montague Dunne.
Oh,
It is so
there's
awful.
nothing to talk to her about. Okay, then let's look at our deductions. We have quite a few here. White and Dunne, Miss White's family.
White studies the social situation were completely done.
Alright, let's see what else we have. White and Dunne. The money that Montague Dunne regularly gave Miss White exceed each student. No.
Life's expulsion.
Huh?
Life's expulsion, anything to do with that?
Oh. Here we go.
Mr. White and Mr. Dunne had a recent disagreement. Montague Dunne was planning to release Miss White from her position in the garden.
How about his humiliation and ambition? Let's see what this does. Yes.
Yes. Hence, Albert's motive. Albert had a motive to kill his father, Montague Dunne. Dunne had thwarted Albert's dream of being his father. Albert could have his revenge and eventually succeed in his father's place as the Gardens.
He seems very distraught about his father's death, with the crying and everything.
Yes.
I don't really know if he wants he killed his father. I don't really know. Deadly plant stolen. The new director? No. Anger?
Anger. Oh, love it.
What studies? The new director. There we go. Ooh, what's this?
Martyn Hamish had a motive. He believed that he and his father's was taking the credit for all their work. Hamish wished to take over the directorship of Kew Gardens, but he knew that would not be possible.
Now that sounds like it could be a motive.
Totally.
What studies? Poisoning? No. Okay. So the rest of these, they don't really connect.
Right now, they're setting us up for 3 possibilities.
So far, I don't think Albert seems like a murderer. I could be wrong, but he just seems very distraught over his father's death.
He does.
We're gonna go back to Baker Street and do a little research. So, what am I looking for? Okay, a lot of archive stuff. So the first thing we're going to look up, guys. A symbol on a broken flower pot found in the backyard. The symbol is not from Kew. Glyph. Okay, so we need to look for glyphs. Divine.
Members of the Syndicate worship Trewin, the God King. They strive to obtain spiritual peace and release themselves from the material world, so generous donations are appreciated.
Here it is. The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here.
Okay. Symbol on the flower pots. The pots now belong there. Okay, another symbol. Would it be this?
Sure. Aha!
Yes.
Seymour's Garden Equipment and Supplies. We are a premier supplier for all your landscape gardening and timber requirements. Full range supply and delivery of sand, soils, mulches, pots, and anything else you may need. 3rd Blurton Road, London.
Here it is.
And then we need the newspaper. So let's go with the newspaper. And look for 89. Right here.
Scandal at the Divine Syndicate Club. The Divine Syndicate Club, followers of the God King Trewin, situated on 48 Grosvenor Street, Charlton Road, protectors of plants and more particularly trees, are currently the subjects of an administrative investigation. The leaders of this organization are suspected of financial malfeasance. It may be that this investigation will lead to charges of judiciary. Meanwhile, many voices have risen high against this inspection, denouncing the state. In fact, this private organization, which has given as its goal the defense and protection of nature, and which incorporates many persons of influence, including political representatives of the opposition party.
Ooh.
Here it is. And here is the Divine Syndicate's address. Perfect. It is time to find out what they have against Montague Dunne.
And of course we're gonna need Toby.
Bias.
Come on, Toby. We have some work for you to do. Let us go to Kew Gardens.
John.
Okay, Sonny, how are we doing? It's 9 o'clock. What do you want to do?
I'll go for a half hour.
You want to go for a half hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
If if I go there, Toby will wait for me in the cab.
That's right, I just grabbed Toby and now we're going to a syndicate cult or something. Oh, look at Toby riding with us. I've never seen that.
Yeah, that was last time too.
Oh, I
Last
missed
time we
it.
brought Toby.
This place is beautiful, Holmes.
Wow.
Its atmosphere is remarkably soothing.
Let us find someone who could help us.
Maybe Tai Chi Man. Vic, isn't this beautiful?
Guess Vic's not having it.
Nope, Vic doesn't like it. Okay.
It looks nice. It looks beautiful.
Oh, okay. He likes it. What am I looking for? Oh, I see. Something over here.
You can sit the one.
Some gloops. Oh no, it's broken.
Fragments of a
Broken
flower
glass.
pot. It fell
Agreed,
down
Danny. Very
here.
beautiful.
A fragment of a
Hey.
flower pot.
What's over here? Why are these covered? What's going on?
The Kew Gardens symbol.
Wait, Kew Gardens pots are here? Why? That's weird.
Yes.
Locked.
Yes, they did it.
Sunny is here. Vic is here.
Yes.
Danny is here. Captain is somewhere around here. And I am here. I see you guys really like that. Vic was like playing along, like, dong. Guru man.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock.
Oh, okay.
I am exalting the sun. A while can you wait? From the trace of elements and moreover from the quality of the ambient geotropism it depends. Therefore, please, mind my gravitropism. Its balance. Do not disturb.
Disturbed is most definitely the word.
There. Completed is the symbiosis. Welcomed you are. To introduce myself, I shall. I am the Green Grand Mystic.
The Green Grand Mystic himself.
This is me. Who am I speaking to?
We are two gentlemen who are extremely interested in the vegetation philosophy that is advocated by this establishment.
Listening to you, I am.
This guy speaks like Yoda.
Yeah, what is up with him? Let's take a look at his Yoda face. Okay, Yoda man. Yoda man. Tattoo. He's got a tattoo on his neck.
I'll be with you forever, sir.
Calluses on his fingers. Palm injury. An acid burn. Chemical practice. Okay.
We should like to take a look around, to immerse ourselves in the wisdom that emanates from here.
It is a school of anastomosis, the Divine Scholastic Syndicate for Vegetation Veneration and Meditation. You may say, the Divine Syndicate, glory to the eukaryotic. Only true devotees, those whose hearts are ready to spermatophize in sharing of knowledge, are permitted to physically enter our vegetable kingdom and its wisdom. And to be permitted, you must earn it. Yes.
Do you have friends at Kew Gardens?
None. Not worthy they are.
Okay, Vic.
You see, goes going that. Kew Garden symbol.
You got it.
Nevertheless, we have seen Kew Gardens flower pots in your yard. How could they happen to be there?
Our sacred place you permitted yourself to search. Sacrilege.
No, really now. There was a theft of plants at Kew Gardens a matter of days ago, and we believe the pots we found here may be connected with it. Please tell us, were you involved?
No, those plants were ours. They had stolen them from us.
Oh.
How so?
Their director, Dump, I believe.
Done.
Yes, that's what I said.
Dump.
He borrowed from us 3 of our sisters for the exhibition at his green-fly-infested gardens. But he never gave them back to us. Excuses and imbecility. So we went in and saved them.
I
Welcome
see.
back, Captain.
So, if you stole those rare plants from them, then it means... Ah, I get it. Bravo, Holmes. I think the case is solved.
No, we did not steal. We saved. Well, as a matter of fact, we were unable to find our 3 plants.
I beg your pardon. And yet you took all of the exotic plants from the stand.
They had disappeared. It was the least we could do. They stole our sisters, and so we stole theirs.
So, the Kew Gardens stole plants from them, so they stole plants back?
I guess.
Green Grand Mystic, we are ready to become devotees and gain access to your temple.
What is the name of our Lord, our God King?
Trewon.
Our God King's name is Trewan, Green Grand Mystic.
Oh la, good.
Ooh la la.
Here is the
Ooh la
holy key
la.
to the wisdom.
Buddy.
Holy donation can you make whenever you so wish.
Thank you so much.
Wow, that was
I
it?
pray you to taste our fertilizer substance
I
from the
don't.
burdens of life.
No.
Hey,
No.
But of course,
Oh,
Cross, it is called.
I don't.
Lady entrance.
well, we will leave you to your meditation.
Would you all like to taste a little fertilizer?
No.
I'll try anything once.
Where is it? Where is it at? I don't even want to
You
look.
you can be that guinea pig, Sonny. I prefer to eat human
Dan.
food. Thank you
And
very
then
much.
they
Maybe we
all
should have
had
Danny.
fertilizer.
I think we should have Danny.
Here you go, Danny.
Now consume it.
I don't see it any. Oh, where is it? I don't see it anywhere. Maybe they put it away. Ooh, yeah! No.
That should be the raw sap that the Green Grand Mystic spoke of.
No.
Nope.
It was rather delicious, and of an excellent quality.
My word, Holmes. Their sap is like a form of cocaine.
And you just digested it.
That is terrible. Well, I hate to share this. It might be very family friendly, but it was known in the Sherlock Holmes books that he did partake in drugs.
Oh, I mean, remember they had cocaine gum back then.
Caterpillars. They are raised as food for certain plants. Let's take them.
Oh,
Just take the
okay, we're just gonna take a bunch of caterpillars.
Okay. Maybe we'll make butterflies then.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest. A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
More like a killer plant. Don't get near that thing.
That thing only eats little caviar bees.
So, what if you stick your finger in front of it? Will it eat you?
Probably not.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
I mean, if it latches on, I'm
A
pretty sure.
tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Okay.
Those things are meant to trap small insects. Which I mean,
These
your
3
bees
plants
do.
are identical to the ones shown at the exhibition. I shall take them.
Oh, just
Alright,
take them
let's
all.
just
Yeah.
Take 'em.
Just take them all, won't you?
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
A tropical plant. Nothing of interest.
Says you.
Praise the grand tree. Praise it.
I only praise the one who created the trees.
This must be Treewan, the Divine Syndicate's god.
Okay.
No, thank
This door is
you.
locked, but I can try to open it.
With them standing right there?
Yeah, why not? He's
Yes.
busy. If he breaks out of his worship of the tree, he's gonna be, I don't know, some battle probably happening.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was a thing. What have I done? I'm just gonna skip this puzzle. I don't like it. It's not even for anything exciting, it's just to open a door.
These instruments are used for smoking opium.
Alright, so this is a druggy plant house. Nice.
Oh, I mean, what was the thing? This weird.
This cabinet is full of chemicals. They are the same as the ones we found in the laboratory at Kew Gardens. That would be enough to perform the most difficult of chemical experiments. A vast amount of opium.
Oh, don't sound so excited, Holmes.
Hello, Husky.
Okie dokie then. I don't really know if we need to be in here right now. So, maybe we'll come back. Let me see. Hi, Husky. Good to see you.
Welcome to the live recording
Live
of Sherlock
plant.
Holmes.
For some reason, I don't know what to do in here right now. Like, there's the chemistry cupboard, but
Oh, you might make a small fortune off the opium.
maybe. I think we'll have to come back. I think we're gonna need, Toby's help. Let's go get my dog.
Okay.
We'll come back. Let's go get my dog.
Ironically, we're talking about going to get your dog.
Follow
You
my
got
path,
Husky.
and
I
bow
know.
in fear.
My husky's here. My dog really was a husky. I love you, Kaya. Alright, let's go to Kew Gardens. There's my Toby. There he is. Now, I've already forgotten, where do we
Let
bring
us take
him?
Toby
Oh.
to the laboratory. He will pick up the scent
There.
of this mysterious
Look how
substance.
fast that was.
Search, Toby. Search.
Okay.
Alright, we're on dog.
Alright, I'm in doggo mode. Alright, something's coming from behind this door. I'm gonna open it with my paw. Isn't this... Oh, we walked back this way. I remember earlier. There was nothing here, though. Suspicious. Go, go, go. What's all the way back here?
With where they buried the plants.
Congratulations, Toby. Now let us see what you have found.
What's this?
This
Bottle.
is the bottle that was used in the laboratory. It was buried here. There is still some liquid remaining in the bottle, with gold flakes. A tiny caterpillar. Not surprising to see one in a garden, but at the bottom of a bottle.
Just like the caterpillars we had taken. Interesting. Perform analysis. Buried. Okay. Am I gonna have to do this at the
Brave Toby. The best nose
the garden
in the
place
British
we were at,
Empire.
you think?
I don't know.
Or back at our place? I need to talk to you.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Oh, well,
Thank
that
you, young
was
man.
fast.
We shall see you again soon.
Okay, Hamish.
Are you aware of the Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
What a ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
Okay, well, what about the bust?
There is a bust of Montague Dunne in the nursery.
A bust? Oh, that old thing. Further proof of that outrageous ego of his.
But why in that room in particular?
Oh, I don't know. It has always been there.
I'm gonna do this one.
It is strange, because I recovered a fragment of the bust inside the Colonial Collection Room.
Really? Oh, well, so I am mistaken. It ought to have been removed during the cleanup. This room is so small.
He seems sus.
Do you know who moved it?
I have no idea. Surely Mr. Dunne requested it. Do you have any more questions like this? Because fragments of rock are not my responsibility.
Evidently.
He seems very defensive and
Thank you,
weird
Mr. Hamish.
about it.
We shall continue our investigation.
What do you think? Do you think he seemed a little bit off about that questioning?
Yes, especially given that we know that he's
I'm sorry, especially what?
especially given that he's not exactly a fan of
Yeah, him. Because of his father. Danny's thinking, where's the gong when we need it?
The Divine Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
Thank you, miss.
Oh, that was no help at all.
That wasn't exactly a pretty name, but okay.
If I go there, Toby will wait for me in the cab.
Yes, Toby, you must sit there and wait, my boy. I'm going back to the Divine Syndicate to see if we can use that chemical room that we were just at. And I may want to bang on the gong. I don't know why. When Danny is thinking. Let's see if I can interact with this room now. There we go. Right? Can I? No? Yes? Maybe?
This cabinet is full of chemicals.
We already saw that. What am I missing something here? Oh, maybe I am supposed to do something back at my place and then come back, because, yeah, I'm carefully hovering over everything and I'm not seeing anything.
I think there was a one you could do at Kew. You could use at Kew Gardens too. Potentially, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not letting me. It's not letting me do anything here. I'll just.
I'll not hear them.
Okay, I'll go back to Baker Street. We'll do the. Do I still need Toby or anything?
Probably.
No, I don't. Let's go back to Baker Street and we'll drop him off there. See if we can use my table there. I think we're getting close to wrapping up this case. We seem to be tying up loose ends, and... Are you doing Tai Chi?
No.
This green grand mystic fellow seems rather suspicious, Holmes. What should we do next, Holmes?
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, this is the table.
Let us determine just what we have found here. Let us pour liquid from the bottle into a test tube to perform an analysis. This is the bottle that we found hidden at Kew Gardens. Let us use a pipette to take a sample of the liquid and fill a test tube.
Oh, a pipette.
A colorless, water-based liquid. Quite a strong floral aroma.
Holmes,
Oh no!
what are you doing?
It has a bitter taste.
What if it's poisonous?
Did you ever see poison stored in enormous jars like that? Anyway, there is a doctor nearby.
What do you think it is?
It is some kind of organic compound. Let us vaporize the liquid and see what happens.
Wow.
In case you're wondering, chemists would not do that.
What?
Chemists would not do that.
Chemists would not do that.
Small colorless crystals. Colorless, tiny crystals that are soluble in water, with a floral smell and a bitter taste. Watson, could you pass me that small bottle, please?
Of course. Here you are. Holmes, do you know what it is?
Wagner's reagent. There was a label on the bottle that you passed to me.
No, Holmes, I meant the bottle that we found.
Let me add the reagent and see if there is any sediment, and then I shall tell you. I need to take a pipette and make several drops of the reagent.
Okay.
I need to take a pipette and make several drops of the reagent.
Oh, it's red.
Red sediment, just as I suspected.
What does this mean?
This liquid is of organic origin. It contains some alkaloid. Most likely it is unstable, and that is why there is a quantity of gold dust to prevent contamination. This mixture is probably a fertilizer. Someone was carrying out unusual experiments in the garden's laboratory.
Okay. So, find out who killed. Well, let's go to our deductions. Let's see if we have more things we can combine. Okay. Suspicious ingredients. Deadly plants stolen. Oh, I think actually, can I put syndicate thieves with deadly plants stolen? There we go. Oh, now we finally have a choice.
That stole everything. Divine Syndicate stole all the plants in the exhibition, including the deadly species. They could have used them in order to murder Montague Dunne, or partial theft. The Divine Syndicate stole all but the deadly plants from the exhibition.
What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know? I'm gonna say partial theft.
I kind of did too.
Alright.
Okay, let's see what else we got. Poisoning. Suspicious ingredients in poisoning.
Up the alkaloid from a chemical laboratory at Caribous and perform the experiment with deadly plants.
There we go. Maybe that's what we have to do with those plants we took. White studies, missing deadly plants? No. Okay, how about this? No. Okay. Well, we're right here.
No connections.
According to the deadly plants information, in order to perform our experiment, we will need fertilizer and food. Caterpillars should do nicely. According to the deadly plants information...
Oh, do I not have what I need?
You have fertilizer.
Oh. Oh, maybe I need to go and get some from that place.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I need to go get the fertilizer. Dun, dun,
Use
dun.
with that.
I'm trying to go as fast as I can, because I kind of want to solve this before Sunny has to go to bed.
the the room temperature snow.
No, Danny. No. Unless you're I'm talking about the gong.
Now listen up.
The
Hey,
gong?
wasn't the fertilizer right there?
Is it here?
No, that's
No,
the
the fertilizer on the table, like right at the entrance.
This substance
I
is
took
an
something.
alkaloid.
that's the
The
alkaloid.
same as in the bottle we found in the bushes at Kew Gardens. Perfect, Watson. We can begin our experiment.
All right, there. Got it done. I think we can go back to Baker Street. Maybe I already had some fertilizer.
I think it's time for the gong.
You think it's time for the gong?
Yes, you gotta hit the gong. At least one more
Okay,
time.
this is for us getting super close to finding the killer. Let's see if we can do it in less than 5 minutes. Go, 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 go. Yeah, you keep doing that. Well, excuse me, you're in the way.
I imagine that one of these plants would be capable of releasing a toxic vapor. I need to find out exactly how it could be done. I shall begin now. Watson, if you are at all optimistic to have dinner this evening, then I'd recommend that you put on the gas mask.
Don't do this at home, guys.
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism. I find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating. This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
So, what are we trying to accomplish here?
You're trying to figure out which one would
A prickly plant.
spread the toxin.
This is a strange and unusual plant.
Any ideas, Sonny?
A carnivorous plant.
Try putting caterpillar on the one on the right.
This one.
This plant seems to have had no reaction from the caterpillars.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. You need to have that plant.
There you
closed again.
go.
I believe I saw a small cloud of gas. I wonder what secrets this plant is hiding.
The missing
Perhaps if we
husky.
agitate it
That
to
sounds like a
greater
really great
extent
case.
Whilst it is opened, it will reveal a little more. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
Okay, how do we cause that again?
Pour the alkaloid.
Alkaloid on the middle plant.
Oh, okay.
No, the right one.
Oh, this one?
Left one. Sorry, left one.
Oh,
Left.
oops. Sorry. There we go.
This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with alkaloid. This plant becomes inactive after being drenched with
He wanted it to shoot.
Okay, but
Wasn't it when this thing was attacked by it?
It's the one that opens up, so it's the one on the very far right that you just swapped. It's that one, yeah.
Okay, so what do I do?
Swap it again.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then swap the other one with the Venus flytrap.
Oh, like this? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and now do I put a caterpillar? Oh, no. That's wrong. No, I do it.
find the behavior of predators utterly fascinating.
I think I do this.
How interesting.
Oh.
What a strong
Yeah,
and
you have to do on
effective
the
defensive
left-hand
mechanism.
plant.
I am interested
trying-
in what might occur if the
Oh.
prickly plant should shoot at it.
Like here? Like this?
no, that won't make it shoot.
Okay, so prickly plant, which is the one on the right. But then you have to get this thing to go off.
Yeah.
I think actually you want to put.
It appears to... My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack. No reaction.
How do I increase the strength of my attack? How would I increase the strength of my attack, pray tell? I only have a pin.
No reaction. It appears to have fallen inactive after being disturbed.
Okay, so it's this one.
My word.
How do I make the strength of the attack bigger? Do I put poison on it? And then do I...
This plant becomes inactive after
Oh.
being drenched with alkaloid.
How would I increase the attack? Is it if I make it shoot something after eating?
How interesting. What a strong and effective defensive mechanism. I am interested in what might occur if the prickly plant should shoot at it.
I am so confused what I'm doing, guys.
Try flipping the middle and the left one.
Like this.
Okay. Now try putting the caterpillar on the prickly.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah. Okay.
My word. It shot a spike at me after I stabbed it with a pin. I imagined that its reaction would be ferocious if I increased the strength of my attack.
I could just skip the puzzle if it's too complicated.
I'm trying to get the purple one to shoot the one on the left. I don't see how else just do it.
Pour alkaloid on the right one. Okay. Right here?
And then
It appears to open after being soaked with alkaloid.
Caterpillar on middle. Okay. Shoo, you're a genius.
Toxic gas with spores. Extraordinary.
Okay.
She was a
I thought we
genius.
tried. I thought we tried.
The
pulling
plants would be
alcohol.
capable of killing only if they were directly next to the victim and stimulated at precisely the right moment.
Let us take our caterpillars to the Colonial Collection Room. We may see things more clearly there.
It is too early, Watson. Our suspects will be there. Let us investigate Kew Gardens one more time and ask some questions.
We're playing a game, Kristen. Up in the scene.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea, Sonny. I couldn't even see the monitor in front of my face.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Thank you for
Yeah.
letting me know we're playing a game.
I know sometimes I get confused.
I know, sometimes I think I'm just looking at a shoe. Okay,
I do.
colonial room. Where, oh, where is the colonial room?
Just through this
Oh,
door.
where could it be? I actually forgot where it is.
Just through that door.
Guys, where's the colonial room?
I think it's the not that door, but that one there.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
As always.
Wait, why am I in here?
Think you might be playing a plants back, or maybe not. No.
Well, I can't put anything in here. Let me walk around in here. Maybe there's something in here.
What's in here?
These trees, with their roots in water, must originate from Louisiana.
Ooh.
Hold on, let me read my notes. I think... Talk to... Oh, I gotta talk to people. So I walked over here for nothing. Dang it. I walked all the way over here, all excited, ignoring everyone, because I don't care about these people.
Yeah, these people on their small lives.
Yep.
But you know what we do care about?
What?
The gong. Like the gong.
Oh, yes, the gong.
The gong.
Yes, the gong.
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious? Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. And I spent so many hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes. He came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh my God.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Okay, let's go talk to Hamish.
Hamish.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunne on the day of his death?
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30. He appeared quite calm.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
After paying multiple visits to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly I observed that Mr. Dunne was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
All right.
The times aren't adding.
Huh?
The times aren't adding up.
His times aren't adding up, huh?
Not with Albert's anyway.
Very good deduction. That does seem rather suspicious, doesn't it? What precisely is not adding up?
So he would say, Albert would say things like it was, I think he met with Albert, or Hamish met with Albert at 10:10, but he said it was at 10:30.
Oh.
I think Albert didn't say that Hamish met with him several times. It was only once. And Albert. Miss Lady.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunne was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunne heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory. After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis. I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
Your records?
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Thank you, miss.
Oh, sometime
Everyone
later.
has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
Okay, continue investigations. In the room. Oh, I have to go in here. Okay, so I'm guessing this is 1. This is 2. Is there a 3? No?
I just don't.
When Montague Dunne was standing close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate. Panicking, and likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunne started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunne collapsed and died not far from the pool. Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system. The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
Okay, well, so where does that come from?
There's something outside, I know that much.
Outside, like the
motor.
building?
Yeah, there's like a motor we saw. I don't remember where it is. Well, you're probably supposed to, I guess, trace.
So it's not out here. You think?
Like
You think it's? So it'd be that thing. I'm not really sure where it goes. They kind of all.
You might be able to find it if you you might be able to see what vents put into it. So maybe just those ones glow and then they go bend out that wall. So
Okay, so just. I'm not seeing anything yet. Let's look outside. What?
your girl's probably just straight out. Dude.
I'm looking.
I see it.
Oh, is it where she is? Is it in her office? Or Hamish has his desk in here, doesn't he? Yes, isn't this Mr. Hamish's desk?
Yeah.
We can see the interior of the colonial.
Yes, this was Hamish's
from this
desk. Ooh. Maybe? Maybe not? But it keeps going. Keeps going. The nursery. Oh. Oh, goes in here where she is. Here's...
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the colonial collection room.
Able to see. And there's the control.
found it.
The power is on. The engine has started. The ventilation system is working.
Okay. Now what does it want me to do? Follow it back?
Probably. That's not the way.
I can follow the doors through, can't I? Yeah, it's right over here, Sonny.
Huh? Still not open.
Huh. Oh, do I have to follow it, you think? Like exactly?
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh. Okay.
Well, no doors knobs that both of their.
Okay. So what do I do from here?
My guess is go to one of the offices. You know that this girl's desk isn't able to see it, but it does have his hand.
This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one.
Okay, I think it's farther down, right?
Yeah, it's right. Hamish does.
Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these caterpillars.
Perfect. Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunne was carried out, by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunne entered the Colonial Collection Room.
Okay, I think it's time to get to our final deductions.
Dudley.
Okay,
Albert's ambition. Is it match of anything? Yeah. Albert's motive. Albert lacks experience. Albert's not very good at botany. It is doubtful that he could have learned how the plants might release the deadly spores. Albert's studies. Albert had the knowledgeable knowledge to stimulate them.
dude, his hands weren't even dirty.
He also was very clear from talking with him. He doesn't have that much.
I don't think he's that experienced to know what deadly plant to activate to kill his father. What do you think? What? I can't hear you.
I say I want to.
Okay, Albert's lack of experience?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's keep looking. Deadly precision. Ventilation used.
Yes. Leads to that one. Martyn Hamish had the opportunity to stimulate the deadly plants in the colonial collection. As a biologist, he would have understood the technicality of how to do this.
Dude,
Listing deadly plants. Deadly precision? Okay. Sex scheme. The Divine Syndicate left the plants at Kew Gardens near the murder of Montague Dunne at a later date. Sec not involved. Someone stole the deadly plants before the Divine Syndicate.
I don't think they were involved.
You don't think so? Do we remember if we found the deadly plants there?
We did. They stole them and we stole them back. Remember, it was in the room with all the little shutters and I had to open each shutter and grab each one out? They were keeping them.
Those that... Yeah.
Which one do you want to do? Do you think they're involved?
I don't know.
Vic, why don't you decide?
Not and though.
I'm gonna say sect is not involved.
Okay.
If it's wrong, we can just change it.
Okay.
Well,
Alright?
this leads to him.
That's
Well, it's possible to change our answer to possibly and get sect to be guilty. Like, let's try changing both answers. Just to see. I'm just curious to see if at least any consistency.
if I would believe that Hamish is
Oh.
innocent.
At least that idea that
Or
that is changed.
What's the tab thing? What does it want?
Let's go to
arrest.
Scotland Yard.
Oh, it just
Law.
it just wants us to go arrest him right now. We didn't even.
Yeah,
I think
now.
it does when you get to any deduction leads to an arrest. I think it just does that for you.
Okay, well we can go back. We can change it.
I'm just curious what happens
Oh.
if we have two more. And
Here.
this it would be White's movie. White's lack of experience and knowledge in his wife prior to the university might not be enough to guarantee the correct reaction of the deadly plans. This way, having plausible knowledge to stimulate the deadly plans. This probably would have knowledge.
Okay.
At least in the inconsistencies there.
It's gotta be the other one.
So you
Go back to White. Back to White's knowledge. White lack of experience.
well with
Yeah.
this.
I'm just curious about the sect not involved.
Oh,
What if we
okay.
change? What if we change? What happens there? Okay, so we get an inconsistency with Hamish opportunity and partial play. Hamish opportunity. Hamish opportunity is not a multiple choice one. What's that
No.
one said? Hamish had the opportunity.
I'm sorry.
Hamish had the opportunity to stimulate the classical collection of laws he would have understood the technicality of how to do this. I guess it can't be the sect thing, 'cause that's not even a multiple choice one. Even if we change partial theft, that one's still it's just. It can't be. Okay. There's not much else to say.
I'll keep talking about the case.
Oh, sure. I'll be right back. Let's just not.
I mean, I don't think there's anywhere else we can go with this. I think Hamish did it.
So Hamish or what? I want to say Hamish too. I was just curious what this one was.
Because it's only give us one option and it's an arrest, so...
Well, the thing is, you could change. You can change things to make it look like White, for example, or Albert.
All right, so let's figure out. Do we want to go for Hamish, or do we want to see if it's something else?
I want to say it's Hamish too. I just feel like White would have had the experience. That's my only thing. But let's change sex scheme. But sex scheme.
I'm leaning towards Hamish because it's only giving us one option right now.
The thing is, Vic, like I said, you can change a few of these things around to make it look like the other stuff.
Well, do you want me to, or do you just want to see?
Hey, let's go with Hamish. Let's go with Hamish. That's the first thing I want to say too.
Okay.
That's the first thing I want to say too.
All right, so we have to. I guess we have to go to Scotland Yard.
Yes.
Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard. On the Scotland Yard.
Right, laddie, let's go to Scotland Yard and let's arrest someone. Darling. Oh, you're not Lestrade.
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 Where is he?
Where are you, Lestrade?
Oh, there you are.
Inspector, I believe that Martyn Hamish is guilty of the murder of Montague Dunne.
Aha! I knew it. I'll send the lads around to arrest him.
Very good. I shall wait to hear from you.
Sometime in left there.
always looking in our little clue book.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I just noticed. I looked inside the book for a change. I usually just looked at the inside of the carriage.
Inspector, I came here as quickly as I could.
Martyn Hamish is in the large glass house. There's no need to hurry.
Okay, let's go arrest him. Come on, Bobby.
Holmes, my God!
Yes. We found him like that.
Our messing around with the ventilation system didn't go unnoticed. Mr. Hamish realized that we knew.
Inspector, could you arrange the body, please? I should like to examine it.
Okay.
So now there's no arrest, so now we're still confused.
But did he hang himself as an admission to guilt?
Holmes,
Maybe.
His left shoe is unique. This anomaly is often a characteristic of...
A club foot. Bravo, Watson. That is the key element of this case.
A club foot is the key element of this case?
There's something in his coat pocket.
I bet it's a suicide letter.
Life has become a living hell. I find this unbearable. Dunne deserved to die, but I cannot forgive myself for having blood upon my hands. We Hamishes seem to have always fallen victim to our circumstance, and I find myself to be no exception. I must atone, and I shall do so here and now. Farewell.
So he admitted to it.
The mark around the neck is very visible. He died instantly.
Okay. Oh, now there's more I have to do.
Hamish's confections and club foot. What does that lead to?
Like that.
What is that mean?
That's another dot. Got more to do.
Martyn Hamish was unable to run due to the tibial torsion on his club foot. Therefore, we should find out if he had sufficient time to lock the door of the criminal collection. Did he have an accomplice?
Accomplice.
What do we know?
Ooh.
We know someone else has enough knowledge to have.
Miss White.
Yeah.
Things just changed.
Discuss with Lestrade the possible impact of nuclear found on the body of Martin. Let's change Miss White's lack of experience to having knowledge. That's what I'm saying. She had the knowledge.
But
I don't
want to mess. But he really was guilty, though. That's the thing.
That's the thing. Maybe he has an accomplice.
I don't want to change this yet, though. You really want to?
I think we should.
Okay.
What if this leads to something interesting?
But here's the thing. It makes that red, and we can't change that at all.
Okay. Okay, fine. Change White's knowledge to White's lack of experience, but she doesn't lack experience.
Then what if we change it to Albert?
Albert had the bot. I bet he did.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. And also, it conflicts with Hamish's opportunity. We know Hamish is guilty.
So I'm gonna catch you guys up. So Hamish was guilty. That was the guy with the glasses, but he hung himself.
He long time dead.
Yeah. So he was guilty of killing the guy, but we also discovered something else about him. We discovered he has a club foot. Now, for him to carry out the murder, he couldn't have done it with a club foot. He wouldn't have been able to because remember, what happened was, what's the name of the guy that was killed? Dunne? Dunne. Remember, Dunne was poisoned. He was poisoned in the plant room, and we did an experiment last night where the caterpillars were dropped on the plant, and it let a poison gas out. But the thing is, for the gas to get out of the vents, Hamish would have had to run from building to building to open up the vent with the little valves, right? And if he has a clubbed foot, he can't run very fast, which means he has an accomplice. I like Sunny's little explanation hands. They're really cute. So yes, for there to be this, Hamish would have needed help. So clearly, either Albert or Mrs. White helped him. So we're going to figure out who did it. Who was the accomplice in this murder? It was a very surprising twist. We thought we had it. We thought we had it. So let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, let's talk to. See, here he is. He's got a clubbed foot. One of his shoes is different than the other. So.
What's there?
Something about this rings very oddly.
Why do you say that, Mr. Holmes?
Why? Because of Mr. Hamish's club foot. Oh, I deserve to be kicked from here to Charing Cross. I should have noticed it.
But, Mr. Holmes, I can't see why.
No, I don't suppose you do. You must recall that Mr. Dunne was locked inside the Colonial Collection Room by the murderer. If it was Mr. Hamish, he would have had to run up to his workplace to trigger the fan situated above it, taking into consideration the condition of his foot.
Well, it is still possible.
Perhaps, but it is rather strange that such a person as Mr. Hamish decided to base his plan on the speed of his gait.
You mean to say that somebody helped him?
So the suicide is questionable?
Correct. Mr. Hamish accuses only himself in his letter, and so the investigation stops.
Possibly an accomplice, then? That idea had not occurred to me, Mr. Holmes.
I have another idea, Inspector. Thanks to the testimony that we have collected, we are able to rebuild the events as they took place that day.
With a timeline, such as we did in the Jack the Ripper case.
Precisely.
The map at the entrance of Kew Gardens should help us with our timeline.
Okay.
Let us analyze the facts and statements so that we may recreate the events of that morning.
Martyn, Hamish, and Montague Dunne went to meet Albert in the Seed House at around 9:30.
So 9:30. That's
9:30.
Yes. So Montague Dunne. Do we?
It's the bottom things. Yeah, those little.
Do I drag these? Oh, I have to drag these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. I see. Okay.
Okay. It was around 20 minutes to 9, or 20 minutes to 10, when Hamish and Montague Dunne went out to the backyard. After 10 minutes, Dunne recommenced his inspection and entered the dry tropics. Hamish returned to the Seed House.
So where do we place these?
That's a little confusing, isn't it? So wait. Montague Dunne and Montague Dunne is in. Montague Dunne is in the dry tropics. After 10 minutes, Dunne entered the dry tropics room. So I think the yellow one there goes at 9:50.
So this one or this one?
Maybe. Let me read that again. It's around 20 minutes to 10. Yeah, so that one I think goes in 9:50 in the yellow space. I think.
Okay. So 9:50.
Yes.
Okay.
The blue one. What's one of the blue ones? Montague Dunne and Hamish go out to the backyard. 20 minutes to 10 when Hamish and Montague Dunne out to the backyard. So the blue one, I guess, goes at 9:40. Hamish returns to the Seed House. After 10 minutes, Dunne returns. Okay, so the other blue one goes in 9:50 in the same room. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Martin Hamish had a conversation with Miss White at 10 o'clock. Miss White was in the laboratory until 10:40, when she saw Hamish and Albert in the Waterloo Garden House and joined them there. So let's see. Miss White joins Hamish and Albert at the Waterloo Greenhouse. So let me see. 10 o'clock. Miss White was in the laboratory until 10:40, when she saw Hamish and Albert at the Waterloo Greenhouse and joined them there.
So this would go on 10:40, right? When she joins them?
I was in the laboratory until 10:40. So that's the one where she joins them?
Yes. Is that 10:40?
So I want to say yes.
Okay. And then this is talking to
Martin
Martin
Hamish
at 10.
at 10. So yes, should be 10. Okay. Hamish ran to Albert as soon as he observed the Montague Dunne's mural, which was around 10:30. So was that? Albert was in the seed house the entire morning. He observed Hamish returning from visiting Miss White at 10 minutes past 10. She's 10:10.
10:10.
Hamish returns after talking with Miss White. Observed Hamish returning from
So is
10
that
minutes
10:10?
Yes.
Okay. And then what of him?
Albert saw Hamish returning from visiting Miss White. 10 minutes past. So that's also 10:10. Is that good?
Okay.
Live in.
The only one that's staying there is Miss White.
Yep.
Let us summarize. Montague Dunne was poisoned inside the Colonial Collection Room. He forced open the door, which means that someone locked him inside there at 10:20. Martin Hamish was last seen at 10:10. This means that he has approximately 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room. Given that he was club-footed, it is doubtful. Albert also has 10 minutes to lock the door of the Colonial Collection Room, which is quite enough time. Miss White was last seen at 10 o'clock, which means that she had approximately 20 minutes to lock the door. More than enough time.
So it was
Perfect,
her?
Watson. Now, let us ascertain who assisted Martin Hamish in killing Montague Dunne.
Open. So we have some deductions.
Deduction.
So okay. So I was
White.
Nope.
Hamish.
White had time. Miss White had 20 minutes. There would have been enough to trap Montague Dunne. She could have locked the door and we don't. Or Martin Hamish and Miss White are not accomplices. No longer White would have had the opportunity to kill Miss White. I think White had time.
Okay. So you think, yeah, I agree.
Now, I wanted to say something. White's lack of experience is returned. I want to return to them because she had to have had the experience.
Can you speak up, please?
Can we change White's lack of experience? Because I think that she has the experience.
Okay, you think she has you think she has knowledge?
Yeah, I think she has sufficient knowledge. And why is that?
No problem.
Why is that a difficulty with Hamish's opportunity?
I don't know.
Because
That's what I don't get. Okay.
I don't get it either. I'm gonna turn your back.
That doesn't make sense.
There is still this stuff.
Maybe. Okay. Albert is not involved. Martin Hamish and Albert are not accomplices. It's likely that Albert would have had the opportunity. 10 minutes would not have been enough to lock the door of the clinic collection room. Albert with Martin Hamish accomplices. That would have been enough for him to follow what he'd done on the door in order that Martin would have to be defended.
I'm gonna say he's not involved. What do you think?
I feel like he's not involved too.
Okay. See what happens when we do this.
Connection is made.
White isn't a accomplice.
Now, do we condemn or absolve Miss White?
A dangerous felon to return on elaborate murder from Montague Dunne. She flirted with Dunne's son, however, later pushed Martyn to suicide. She deserves it. Miss White is a desperate woman of debt, resigned to concern with wealthy John. Dunne cast her aside and killed him in desperation. Hamish tried to save her. She was a second chance.
What do you guys think?
Murder's murder.
Condemn Miss White? We can. We can go for it and see what happens. Would you like me to select this? Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martyn Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining: the deadly plants of the Divine Syndicate. She will be there.
Very good. Shall we go?
Just one moment. Now listen to me, Watson. I shall see her alone. You will conceal yourself behind her, quietly.
Whatever are you planning?
Nothing spectacular. The impulses of women have always been a mystery to me. But she is a bold one, and so we must be cautious.
All right. You can count on me, Holmes.
Oh, nice, Rosie. I look forward to hearing
Mr.
it.
Holmes, good day to you.
Hi, Burger.
You do not seem surprised, Miss White.
Well, I was expecting you.
Not for too long, I believe. So please tell me, as it is still unclear, who planned the murder? Was it you?
You were wrong, Mr. Holmes.
It was Martyn Hamish, then. You managed to convince him to take on a more prominent role.
You could not be further from the truth.
You think that you can fool me?
You don't care what I think.
It is difficult to care about someone who is capable of pushing a man to his suicide. It is over, Miss White. The police will be here any minute.
Over, perhaps. One moment you were here, and the next, you were on the other side.
The other side? No! Stop!
Oh, no.
I beg you not to do this, Miss White.
Don't come any closer.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Oh, no. Oh, I wasn't fast enough. Oh.
Oof.
Can I do a redo?
This is tragic,
Nope.
Holmes.
Are you able
Oh.
to do anything?
I was looking for something to highlight.
The poison has been fulgurating. Her heart stopped instantly, poor child.
Should we see if we were even correct?
Replay the ending. Try to
Replay.
get your second chance.
Okay, she was the accomplice. So we did get the correct woman, but I'm gonna try to save her this time.
Yeah.
But we did get the correct woman. So am I supposed to like aim at her hand, do you think, or something?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I have to do this again?
Guess so. I think they all
Okay,
want
so
it.
yeah, condemn. And I'll just try to click through all the options. Like, really fast, the dialogue.
But Holmes, how can you be certain that we'll find Miss White here?
It is obvious, Watson. Just use your brain.
I am using it. I do use it.
Now that the rope has tightened around Martyn Hamish, Miss White must act to erase all traces of her implication. After the suicide of her accomplice, there is one final trace remaining. The deadly...
Very
Okay,
good.
I'll just click through all this because we saw this already. Okay.
I beg you not to do this, Miss.
So I'm gonna try to aim for
Don't
her
come any
hand, I
closer.
guess.
Please remain calm. We can help you.
Not one step further. Don't try to stop me.
Stop this foolishness. You cannot truly want to die.
No, it's too late.
Okay, okay, okay. Go for her hand, go for her hand. Stop her. There. There we go.
Well done, Watson. She was not faking.
Miss White, you have no right to take your own life.
Dr. Watson? Did you just save me? Or worse?
There we go.
Quite dangerous, very capable of carrying out an elaborate murder. When she realized that she was unable to make any further monetary gain from Montague Dunne, she advanced her affections to Albert. She was the one who locked the door of the colonial collection room directly after Hamish released the caterpillars, and then pushed Martyn.
So what did you guys think of this?
Cool. Very cool mystery. Pretty creative, murder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've had any that. Well, okay, I guess we did have one with Accomplice, but we already knew the involvement in one of them. But this one, did you
Little
get?
twist. It's a nice
It gave you a
twist,
little
yeah.
twist at the end.
It did give a twist.
It was pretty clear early on that one person definitely had a motive, want to kill, want to be done, especially as the story went on, and to know how to pull it off. Who is this?
What did you think, Vic?
I particularly liked this case, personally.
Mm-hmm.
I like the twist, and the fact that there was an accomplice that wasn't made clear until the very end.
Mm-hmm. I agree. This one was very interesting. Let's push accept decision. I really liked this. Let's go through. Let's see. It won't show us because it never does. But we got it right. Good job, you guys. We're gonna keep going on with the Discord stream for this final case, but for the YouTube audience out there, I'm gonna leave the video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed this particular case. I thought it was so unique and cool, and yeah. Give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below sharing your thoughts with us. I'm so glad you guys have been enjoying the Sherlock Holmes series. I'm getting really nice and positive comments that you guys have been enjoying it. So thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are special and loved. You are never alone. You're always welcome to come back and hang out anytime. Don't forget the playlist to see the previous cases and other Sherlock Holmes games. But until the next video, I'll see y'all later. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.